Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. Yesterday night, Tesla decided to reduce the prices as well for the European market, and these are some major price reduction. And we're going to look into the European market because a lot of car makers are having their home market in Europe, and especially when it comes to EVs, they just gonna be frightened right now because Tesla just reduced the prices by so much that so many people will now think about buying a Tesla in Europe. That is just insane what's happening here right now as well in the internet. People saying they bought already a Tesla. So lots of stuff going on here. And this is going to be an issue for VW especially and other brands that have pricings around 40K to 50K because Tesla is just battling into the market. Now for the Model 3, we have now a price of 44,000 euros in Germany. That is 6,000 euros less. We have the Model Y down by 9,100 euros. That is the standard range variant for 44,900 euros. So just let that sink in. That is just such a big price reduction. And this is going to allow Tesla to actually sell so many more cars, reach capacity that they are working on in China. And we have here the overview over other countries like Norway, for example, 23% standard range Model Y. Then we have 13.4 in the UK. And we have, of course, the Model 3 being down by 15% in France or 13% in the Netherlands. So you see a lot of price reduction, different markets, different countries, different prices. Again, that's a bit complicated than the European market, but nevertheless, all countries have received some sort of price reduction. Now, if we look now into what Tesla is going to do over the next few weeks, it's going to be very exciting because what I can tell you is that many ships are on their way. They are actually planning close to 18 ships. So 18 carriers moving from China to Europe will mean a lot of cars. And what they're going to do is to fill the entire capacity in Shanghai, they're going to ship a lot of standard range, long range Model Y, tons of them, and they're also going to ship a lot of standard range Model 3. And what they're going to do is that they ship the cars without being sold, and then they're going to sell it while it's on a carrier or while it's already at a place in Germany or a European country. So what Tesla is trying to achieve here, and that is what some people from Tesla told me as well, they are trying to achieve that you can order a Tesla in Europe this year and you can receive it in the same quarter. Now, if we look into the average pricing will go definitely down. That's without a doubt, but this is no surprise if you decrease the prices. But the open question is how low are the operating margin or the auto gross margin are going. We were at 26.8% in Q3 2022. So the open question will be, where is Q4, as we have seen some price reduction already, and then where is going to be Q1? And this is like the main point here. And if Tesla is able to have not such a big decrease, and people realize that even with lower average selling price and lower costs, Tesla can actually achieve, despite all these price reduction, a very good operating, or in this case, margin with the cars, I think then the stock is just going to go crazy. We know that the costs have been reduced. When we look into China, the cost of shipping cars to Europe has been really low right now. I know that the container prices are as low as never before. So there is a lot of money they can save compared to last year when they were already achieving very nice numbers. Now for the German market and the factory here in Germany, they're going to increase the production and they're going to start selling hopefully soon a lot of white seats. I got the information that 50 white seats were actually produced yesterday. So that is some very good news for those waiting for white seats. And they were actually Model Y Performance and Model Y Long Range. So based on this information, we can see that people with white seats options are going to receive their cars as well. We also have lots of German people receiving VIN numbers from Giga Berlin right now. So in the beginning of this quarter, I wasn't expecting that either. I was actually expecting that a lot of export, for example, Taiwan, Israel, and other countries are going to happen. but this is not the case as much as I expected. So we see already the first effect of the over 3,000 cars per week. And this means that Tesla is much more flexible in giving people a car in Germany directly from the factory, and of course exporting at the same time. So you can expect the delivery times to decrease, even though, keep that in mind, the UK market is still not being delivered from Giga Berlin. So all the cars from the UK are still coming from China. And so that is still the case. But I'm expecting a switch when it comes to the Model Y performance especially, and the new colors that we are having here in Giga Berlin. So I actually expect a switch towards exporting as well from Giga Berlin. And at the end, they are only going to ship the standard range Model Y. And this is the key factor here. They sell it for 44,800 or 900 euros in Germany. And to make that possible, they have to actually produce it in China, send it overseas to Europe, make it very profitable for them still at that price. And this is the major point here. So they're going to ship that car, and all the other cars at some point in this year will come from Giga Berlin. When it comes to China, that is good news for the factory. It will allow Tesla to actually produce at full capacity, or we had rumors that the capacity will even further increase. They could do that as well. They have lower prices now in Korea, lower prices in Japan. And I don't know what the prices are in Australia right now, but I haven't seen any price decrease news over there. So in general, we can put together the fact that Tesla has done everything in the right way. They have increased the prices when the entire demand was so high that the wait times were over 12 months. Now they are decreasing the prices because, of course, the demand slowed down because the prices were so high. And you cannot create demand with such high prices for a long time. But they did right now, and they made it very successful. And now they decrease prices and they create new demand. And the same thing that happened to BYD in China could happen to many car makers in Europe right now. For the American market, we see price decreases as well. But in America, to be really honest with you, I don't see any competition there. I mean, Ford Mach-E, sorry for that, but this is not a competition for me. And the German car makers are no competition for Tesla in the US as well. They have a major advantage, Tesla. So it's going to be a very exciting year, guys. Let me know your thoughts, your opinion. I would like to know if you would buy a Tesla right now based on the current situation. It's a bit different when it comes to parking sensors and etc. if you would like to do that. So thank you very much for being here today. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.